little chilly today, fellas. Man, it's cold out there. It sucks. I've been outside here working on the Chevelle, trying to, again, we're on crunch time, LS Fest, you guys already know. But purpose of this video, by the title of this video, you guys already guessed it. New shifter, baby, little short shifter, baby. Trying to get into those gears quicker when we're doing that autocross and road course, whatever we get into. But let me show you what I got. Now, obviously, we're reusing our old T56 TREMEC, and we need to upgrade this thing, man. This thing, a little slow for us, you know? I mean, it's cool for just daily driving, but it's not going to cut it out there when we're autocrossing. So we want to upgrade, and let me show you what came in, baby. A little special package here from, you guys guessed it, Bowler Transmissions, you guys. These guys are pretty awesome. They do a lot of things. I really wanted to upgrade to that carbon T56 they have, but maybe next time, not in the budget, as we are trying to get this car together. But they do a lot of stuff, man. They just don't do transmissions. They have a bunch of neat products. Check them out. They even have little line clips and stuff like that that you can get, mounting brackets, things like that. But this, let me show you the actual shifter we got. It's probably on there, that Nightstick, I think it's called. But let's see here. We also got a pilot bearing from them. We already put that bad boy in there. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh baby, check that bad boy out right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be so freaking good. Now, we're going to install this today. I want to do also a follow-up video once we get the car running to show you guys, or actually really do a review, do an honest review on it. I've never run this shifter, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, and the price point definitely indicates that. But that should help us out on the track and on the autocross course. But let's throw this in. Purpose of this video is just do a quick install. I mean, it's really nothing crazy. I mean, all you have is really 6 bolts, and you got to make sure that guy is lined up. Not to mention, these guys provide a nice little seal. You see that nice little seal there? It comes with it. So you don't need do a bunch of RTV like we did last time. So let's put this thing on. Now this should just be, I want to say just a 1/2-inch socket, so nothing crazy. Pull these off real quick. We are going to reuse our old bolts. So keep that in mind. You're going to have to reuse your old hardware. Let's pull this thing off. Hopefully we don't got a bunch of fluid leaking everywhere. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this thing is like, it's on there, boys. Come on, baby. All right, let me get a screwdriver. We brought the persuader over, fellas, so we can knock this thing off of here. Let's see here. We can get up underneath it. There we go. Oh yeah. RTV. Yep. Oh yeah. Look at that. Okay. Not too shabby. Make sure that bushing stays in place. I'm gonna grab a knife real quick and then clean this stuff off. Be on the safe side, we're gonna just throw this little rag in here, just in case. Catch some of that gasket. Keep it from going down under. If I'm down under, and get this stuff cleaned off.
20 minutes later.
All right, I think we got most of that stuff off. We should be good to go. Now the beauty of these things that obviously you got 2 different mounting points depending on where your shifter lands at in your car. So that's kind of nice. Obviously we're gonna put ours where we had it because I know obviously that works for us. So we're gonna insert that bad boy in there. Again, gasket's already there. No need for RTV. Line this sucker up like that. I think that should be good to go. The other thing I will say as well is that I also got their offset shifter mounting flange that goes here. I'll show you guys here in a little bit, just in case we want to make some adjustments when we're in the car, depending on the position, your seating and all that. So That's also an option to keep in mind. They have that available. So if you guys want a different offset, you want that shifter to sit closer to you or a little further away, depending on, again, your seat position and everything else like that. So just gonna kind of hand tighten these up first, and then we'll zoom it down. That's it, baby. Oh yeah, let's see what this feels like. Oh wow. Man, I like that. That just feels, you can just feel the gear so much better. Like the other one had so much more slop in it. This one's just so rigid, and you want that, especially in a performance aspect. When you're going through those gears, you want to be able to feel what gear you're in. The last thing you want to do is grenade your transmission in the middle of a run because you grabbed the wrong gear. You know how that goes. But let me show you guys that little offset guy here. Check that out right there. So that's your little offset plate. So this also mounts your shifter as well. But this guy will bolt it like so, and then you can basically swivel this guy in whatever position you want that shifter at, or obviously mount it here, mount it like that, but that'll give us options. I really like that. But we won't put this on until we got this thing in the car. We do have a nice access panel that we can get to, so we'll mount that later. But that's another thing to consider. If you guys don't want to pull your tranny and put this shifter on, depending on your situation, I have a plate that goes over this in the car, and I can unbolt, and then if you really wanted to, just swap it out there without pulling the trans. But I like that, fellas. Let's see if we can put this transmission in. Cannot forget to mention, fellas, I really like the aspect of the sealed shifter, and what I mean by that boot. These things have that rubber boot on them, and look, this one is already torn in a few spots. You can see this thing's been leaking, and that's just a big, huge service plus. I mean, look at that thing is torn right there. But being this thing sealed up, no leaks, I really dig that. Well, I don't think we're gonna be able to put this transmission in. We lost daylight, boys. I mean, look, it's actually a lot darker. The camera does a pretty good job picking up some sunlight, but it is pretty dark out. I didn't realize how much time we spent getting this bell housing in. Let me show you guys what's going on. I finally got the bell housing in here, along with the clutch. The McLeod clutch is in. This is actually our old clutch. Nothing crazy. Let's see if I can put my phone over there so you guys can see what's going on. But yeah, we got that thing mounted up, torqued down. We also had to make adjustments for the throwout bearing, so that took a little bit. But transmission's ready to go. Pilot bearing is in, so now we just got to bolt that thing up. But again, I think we're gonna have to wait on a different day. Had to come back in, you guys. It's chilly out there, man. It just, as soon as it got dark, it got cold. But I'm really liking this feeling on this thing so far, so I'm pretty positive about this review coming up. Again, I'm hopeful as well, because you could just feel the difference in the feedback that you're gonna get from shifting through those gears. So super excited about that. But I want to give you guys a quick update, not to mention show you guys this new short shifter from Boulder Transmissions. I'll put a link down in the description below in case you guys are interested. I do know they make them for a couple different, as far as manual transmissions go. So check them out. Check out the website, see what they got. But again, we'll do a follow-up review video as well once we get the car running on the track, a couple autocrosses underneath its belt. But man, we got to keep moving on this swap, guys, because we don't have a lot of time before LS Fest. But do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell for notifications. You guys already know. Stay wrenching.